Welcome back to Rapture, everyone. I'm Cendril, and this is, as you can plainly see, Bioshock 2. This is the third viewer's choice game I'm going to be doing. Bioshock narrowly beat out Dead Space 2, and it was a 12 to 10 Bioshock 2, so here I am playing through Bioshock 2. Just real quick, I don't want to start off on a down note, but I'm kind of sad that there weren't more votes because I used the new YouTube in-video voting system. Like an eye appears over here and you can just vote that way straight through the YouTube player. So I expected to see more votes and that sadly didn't happen. Maybe next time there'll be more votes. It did kind of leave me pretty sad, but we're going to move past that. Bioshock 2 won. So we are going to get started. There's continue here because I tested out the sound. I think all the sound is good. It may be a little light. Let me know after this first episode. But we're going to get started. There's easy, medium, and hard. A few of you wanted me to play on hard. But I'm going to have some fun with this. I'm going to play on medium. Really, one of the biggest differences on hard is you just take a ton more damage. That's it. And that can be avoided by using certain plasmids and some combos that I'm going to show you just by playing on medium, and then you can take it to your hard playthrough. So sorry if you wanted me to play on hard. But I'm going to play on medium, but to give myself a bigger challenge, I am going to be playing with mouse and keyboard. I'm not going to be playing with my 360 controller, which I typically do play with, and all you have to know is I am not very good at aiming with a mouse. I'm just not. So, I'm handicapping myself a little bit that way, and I may find some more fun tricks along the little challenges I may give myself along the way if I start to do too well. 1958. So we're going to get started here.
Look, Daddy, it's you. Let's go out to play, Daddy. More angels, Daddy. This way.
Come with us, little girl.
You want some, big guy? Bigger than hard, harder than Get out of here, freak!
There we are. He's perfectly safe now. This is not your daughter. Do you understand? Her name is Eleanor, and she is mine. Now, kneel, please. Remove your helmet. Now, take the pistol. Place it against your head. Fire.
10 years later.
Hello, can you hear me? You're
And so it begins. WASD to move. Mouse controls where you look. The graphics may not look super crisp, and the reason for that is I am going to I've set it to medium instead of high in an attempt to not have too many problems. There'll still be parts where the video may skip just because there's a lot of stuff that goes on, but during combat I don't think we'll have any or many problems, and if there are, then I'll make changes accordingly, because we had that problem with Bioshock 1, which I did a Let's Play over, if you haven't seen that. And I expect some of the same problems, but at least if they happen, I know how to deal with them. But as you can see, if you haven't played Bioshock 1, you may be a little lost when it comes to terminology and some things like that. But the story is... this takes place after the events of Bioshock 1. And we are actually playing as a Big Daddy, as you can see. As I look around a little bit. Goals for this LP. I am going to try to show off as much as I can. I'm not perfect. But I'm gonna just go over some tricks. This is an older game, so a lot of you probably already know all the tricks and secrets and things like that. But I'm gonna try to give my own 2 cents about things of the game, about this game, and that's about it. We'll just have a lot of fun with it too. C to crouch, I can remember that, because they both start with the same letter. So things may be blurry like this, and that's because I have the graphics lower again. By the way, there's that, don't worry. We'll get to that later. Adonis Spawn getaway ad, I'm going to try to hover over things. That way you can read what it is, even though you can't really see what it is. Again, that's because the graphics are set to medium. If I set them to high, it would be crystal clear. You'd be able to read it no problem. So please keep that in mind. You'd be able to read it as clearly as you can read Plasmid Therapies over there. There would be no issues. Meat, which just gives you health back. Drill fuel. Now this is completely different from Bioshock 2. If you don't know I have a lot of people that watch this channel that don't that miss some of the older games, either due to age or just didn't get around to playing them. This is a drill. You can smash with the drill, or you can rev it up and do a ton of damage. The rev up move takes fuel, which you can see in the bottom left corner. How much fuel we have left. Look for key codes to unlock doors. 1540. I can just do this 4 or 540 like that. Except it's still going to show A and B because I have the controller plugged in, but I'm not using it. There we go. Money and bandages. Bandages give you a little bit of health back, as the game says there. Money, drill fuel. And there is a limit to that. Now I'm going to play the diaries.
My husband is such a perfect idiot. Throws away all his spending money on gene tonics to affect a look of physical fitness. So he'll have an excuse to sit on his rear all day listening to radio serials. Steven, I tell him, you want to be fit? Come swim laps with me, the old-fashioned way. It's your mind that's atrophying. Maybe I'll start sneaking some brain boost into his daily regimen.
Diaries will have different things either some backstory to important characters, or it could just be little things like that. Just little talks from random NPCs. Press and hold for a continuous drill attack. Spinning the drill uses fuel. Like that. There's a continuous drill attack. Now, I would have taken about double that amount of damage if I was playing on hard. So you can get a feeling how much you'll take. And the damage can stack pretty quickly on hard. Here's an Eve Hypo, door control. Eve Hypos are kind of like mana, if you don't know. That's the blue bar up there, and the red bars are health. We have the one beside it is the med kit that I picked up. Eve dispenser, take that. It just gives you one, that's what it does. A med kit will fully heal you, give you all your health back. That's what the one is there. And an Eve Hypo will give you all of your Eve back, basically your mana. And we have 2 of those. Those numbers, I believe you could carry 9 if it's the same as Bioshock 1. Now, I'll be completely honest with you, I don't remember this game anywhere near as well as I remember the first one. I remember the first one pretty well. Eleanor. From Eleanor. Please hurry, Daddy. Come soon to come find me. This is the Gatherer's Garden. We can't do much here, but there is a present left for us. This is the Electro Bolt Plasmid. Plasmids give you special abilities. This is what you use your Eve on. You can think of them like spells.
Daddy was sleeping for such a long time, and Eleanor has missed you. Find her and you'll be all better. Ah! Daddy!
You could use the rice. Yes, rice. I'll try to stop being tongue twisted. You can press the right mouse button to use whatever plasmid you have equipped. Right now we only have one, which is the Electro Bolt Plasmid. Money here. One of the big things about Bioshock games is to look around because you can find all kinds of hidden things. Smoke. You can press M to pull up a help file, which is really, really useful. If you don't know anything about the game, if you didn't play the first Bioshock, it's always good to press the M button, pull up the help, and read what different items and things do. What happens with cigarettes, a pack of cigarettes will give you a very small boost of Eve. Warning, may cause health complications. Basically, cigarettes, they are consumed immediately when you pick up. If you use cigarettes, you'll get a little bit of Eve back, but you'll lose a little bit of health. So it's a trade-off. Meat just gives you, or not just meat, but food items give you health back, and soda bandages. So since I'm full on both, I don't need to use the cigarettes. You can't take them with you. As it said, they're used automatically. Most food and drink items like that are used automatically. You just take med kits and Eve Hypos with you. Now we have to go back there, but again, you want to explore around. There's $3. We'll be able to use money, dollars, to buy items and things like that later on. Yes, you can jump. That's the space bar, by the way. I think the game tells us later. To buy various items from shops and different types of shops that we'll see along the way. Unity and Metamorphosis. Okay. Now I turned on for the, I don't think by default the items flash like that. Like, let me go back to that. See how it flashes, it blinks. I believe I turned that on, and that's just to give me a better chance to see things. Lamb is watching. Okay. Already used, no. Give me another. I could have swore I used that already. I don't think it's infinite. Does it respawn after a certain amount of time? I don't remember that. I don't remember it doing that. But you know what? We can't carry more than 5. Okay, we can carry 5. Take a full 5 with you. Especially if you're playing on hard. I didn't remember that. See, already things I don't remember. Because you're going to be using plasmids a lot on hard to help you out. Just because you can't take a lot of damage. On medium, I could be a little more reckless, but not too much. Alright, what you have to do is shock the door open. You can do that pretty easily. And now we just walk back kind of the way we were. Alright, here is one of the biggest tricks you need to know for Bioshock in 1 and 2, and especially if you're playing through on hard. You shock an enemy, like so, and then melee attack them. This will cause a critical hit, like so. And that will let you easily take care of enemies. Now you only get a few blasts per full bar of Eve, and I think it's the same on hard too. Like I said, pretty much the only thing that changes really on hard, the most noticeable thing, is how much damage you take. You take about double, I would say.
Lesson 1, mop jockeys. You are under the ocean now. If you feel the soft patter of rain on your hat, you're already fired. Lesson 2. You can jumpstart a dead generator with a direct spark, but clear the guests out of the pool first. Scares these rich pricks to watch a working stiff hurling thunderbolts. You follow me?
And that obviously tells you what you need to do, along with the glowing yellow part there. Shock that.
At last, a signal. You, who are bringing this dead city to life, listen.
My name, it is Tannenbaum. I know who you are, and I am in much need of your help. Please, find me in the Atlantic Express train station.
Jellyfish. New goal, find Tannenbaum. Now that we have a goal, we can we get an arrow to tell us where to go. Somewhat. It could be a little sketchy sometimes. The arrow doesn't tell you. Sometimes the arrow doesn't pop up, basically. But while it's there, you can use it to help guide you. Kashmir restaurant ad. Calso substitute milk ad. Bathrooms.
To my daughter, Eleanor. Soon you will be born, and Rapture will be your home. You shall be raised as I was, to advance the common good through social psychiatry. This city's potential is immeasurable, Eleanor, yet our beliefs are unwelcome here. Life will be difficult, but the price of revolution is always dear. If we are patient with her, Rapture will come to us.
Lesson 2 about Electrobolt that I showed off here, but we'll learn it in a little bit anyway. If you shock water, guess what? Everything in the water gets electrocuted for even more damage than normal. This just one-shot the splicer, as you saw. We can insert $5 here to open up this toilet. Aspirin for $5. We made a profit. So that's good news. The amount of money you may pick up, may vary, because I believe there is a little bit of RNG when it comes to that. I believe it can vary a little bit. Eve Hypo. Can't pick it up, and I don't remember how to use the Eve Hypo manually, because I just use it and then pick this one up. That's another thing you could do. It can also be used, it'll also automatically be used when you're out.
I haven't had a taste of Adam in
Like this! Shock a pool of water to fry enemies standing inside of it. Don't be standing inside water when you do that, by the way.
Remember,
You are not alone.
That.
Think of me not as leader, but as mother to the Rapture family.
I am back in Rapture after so many years. The little ones I rescued are grown up and think of me no more. After what I once did to them, it was a joy to be forgotten. But now, all around the world, children vanish by the sea, kidnapped. And so I return, in fear of what I already know. Someone is making new little ones, continuing my work, my sins. Even if I am to die for it, I must stop them.
Now that references the first game again, and Bridget Tannenbaum is a pretty big character in the first game. Health and happiness through genetics. Rejuvena skin tightening tonic ad. Okay. It is a Rosie. If you remember Rosies from the first game, they are a type of Big Daddy. And they like to use this, the rivet gun, which guess what? We have now. Rivet gun is a standard, it's just a single shot rifle. Now it's not pinpoint right now. You just press left trigger to ow. It's not too pinpoint right now, but it will get the job done. If you get headshots, you will do a ton of damage. That is the key to the rivet gun. Headshots. It will get rid of the enemy way faster. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Like so. And we'll see what else we can find. A first aid kit. When hurt, press control to heal. That is something you need to keep in mind. You have to use the med kit automatically. The med kit will not be used automatically. You have to use it. So is what I meant to say. You have to use the med kit. It wants us to go that way, so let's not go that way. Let's head this way. Red barrels explode. Be careful.
Barely made it down alive. But here it is. And it's real. Rapture. This is where that thing took my poor baby girl. From what I saw in the sub, most of the city's in ruins. But there were lights here and there. And shapes moving. I'm rambling, scared, I guess. But maybe, if I find this Dr. Lamb I keep hearing over the PA, I'll find Cindy too.
I didn't mean to take that. Didn't mean to take that one either. Well, so we got a few different types of. That's probably from the alcohol. There were a few different types of items there that we picked up. There was drink. When you pick up drink, missed. If you pick up drinks like colas or water, those type of drinks, non-alcoholic drinks. Hit you a few times. You get some ETH back. If you pick up alcoholic drinks, you gain some health back, but you lose some ETH because your mind's becoming addled. So there you go. Just see if it's an alcoholic drink or not. You know, gin, vodka, whiskey, etc.
Big sister doesn't want you playing with me.
There should have been subtitles there. Ow. Get electrocuted. Because again, you cannot lose this fight. This is just this. I already know this. You could save yourself some supplies by doing this. By just fighting. It will not always be that way, by the way. You saw how much damage I took. Be prepared. That will not be the last time we see that enemy.
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb with a message for the people. Remember,
Fresh water.
Big Sister
Potato chips.
is always watching. To steal Adam is to steal from the Rapture family. Your family.
Big Sister is always watching. Maybe that's the name of what we just encountered. By the way, yes it is. Also, the subtitles were supposed to be on. I did turn them on. They were on in the test recording. I don't know why they're not showing up now. Maybe the settings got reset. I'll fix that in between episodes, promise. I usually do have subtitles on. That way it helps just in case the sound doesn't go quite right. There's a med kit. Generation.
Diane insisted that we spend a weekend at the Adonis, and already I find myself seeking a respite from my vacation. And she deems it necessary to chide me for working. The words dissolve into an endless animal bleat. I founded Rapture to be free of law and God, to live among those for whom work is our wage. Yet, when Diane speaks of burying my child, I am given pause. Till now I had never considered my legacy. Perhaps after the new year.
I like the wind down of the tape when it's ending. I just think that's a nice touch. Okay, I believe that's full first aid kit for right now. Aspirin, vitamins. Vitamins give you health. Aspirin gives you some Eve back. You know, to help with the headache, I guess. Okay, and we'll just jump down here. Clever girl.
In that suit, even the ocean cannot harm you. This is good. But Rapture is the death of many great men. Alone, you will not last long. You can still reach the train station. Find me there.
draining. Yay! And that ends the, I guess you could say, introductory chapter of Bioshock 2. The Atlantic Express, that's where we're at now, and the places we go are kind of broken up into chapters, you could say, because if I remember right, there's no turning back. You can't go back.
Herr Delta, you arrive as the little one said you would. Come upstairs to the ticket booth, and I will offer what I know of you.
New goal, get to Bridget Tannenbaum. But all that and more, we'll wait until next time where we'll get some more tutorials and show off some different things. I hope you enjoyed the first episode here, and thank you very much for watching. I hope you'll support this playthrough and continue watching. We'll have a lot of fun, even if I am playing on normal instead of hard. Trust me, I'll still probably die a couple of times. I am pretty positive about that. As I was saying really quick, there's no going back in this game, if I remember right. When you go to a new area, you never go back to the area before. So you have to make sure to grab everything. You can't, if you miss something, you've missed it. So again, I'm going to try to find as much as I can. I'm sure I'll miss some rooms and things like that, but I'll do my best. Until the next episode, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a lot of fun. And thank you, those of you that did vote on the Viewer's Choice poll. Whether you voted for Bioshock 2 or Dead Space 2. I still hope either way you will enjoy this LP. Until the next episode, I'm Cendril 9. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.